Hello students, I am Varsha Naik, your biology educator working with Pravara Science Academy Loni. Today we took the topic under the unit Human Physiology for discussion, that is human nutrition. Because as per your biology concern, this chapter is actually very important for exam point of view. In exam, 2 to 10 questions expected from this chapter. So, let's start the nutrition. Human nutrition. What is meant by nutrition? Nutrition, it is sum total of all processes. Means what? The term nutrition, it includes ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and the egestion. Okay. Now the first process, it is ingestion. What is meant by ingestion? That is intake of food material by using the mouth. By using the mouth, the food material which is enters into the digestive tract. This process, it is called as ingestion. Then after that, the second process, it is digestion. Now what is meant by digestion? Digestion, it is the breakdown of this ingested food. When this food material which is enters into the digestive tract, in the different region there is a different chemical reactions which is takes place, and due to the chemical reaction there is a breakdown of this food material which is takes place. Now here in the digestion, what is the purpose of this breakdown? Here the ingested food, it's having different ingredients, that is it's rich with the carbohydrate, proteins, lipid, fat, etc. And these are the complex form. These complex forms are does not utilized by the cell due to there is necessity of breakdown. So, the definition of digestion is complex, non-diffusible and the non-absorbable substances are converted into the complex substance which is converted into simple, then non-diffusible substances which is converted into diffusible substances, and the non-absorbable substances are converted into absorbable substances. And these all the breakdown under the control of different enzymes, and these enzymes are secreted by the different digestive gland. That is the process of digestion. After the digestion, there is a absorption. In the absorption, the digested food which is diffused into blood. Means what? In the digestion process, the complex food which is converted into simple, diffusible and the absorbable substances. Due to that, this food is called as digested food. And this digested food which is diffused into blood and supplies to the each cell of every tissue of every organ. And this is the process is called as absorption. The next process, it is egestion. After the digestion and absorption, there is undigested food remains in digestive tract, which is eliminated out through the anus, and this process it is called as egestion. That is removal of undigested food, that is the fecal matter, through the opening, that is the anus. And these are the all the processes which is under the nutrition. Now here in this chapter, major point is physiology of digestion. Due to that, we must have to know what is the digestion. Digestion, it is the process in which complex, non-diffusible and the non-absorbable substances which is converted into simple, diffusible and the absorbable substances by using the enzyme. Okay. And this process which is takes place into the digestive tract or the digestive system. To study the physiology of digestion, you must have to know the region of digestive system. There are different parts which is present into the digestive system. Digestive system which is divides into two regions. The first region is alimentary canal and the second region is digestive glands. In the alimentary canal, it comprises mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and the anus. That is the alimentary canal which starts from the mouth and ends into the anus. That is, in the human being there is a complete digestive system which is present. Complete and incomplete digestive system which is already studied into the 11th standard. That is, in the incomplete digestive system there is only one opening which is present, single opening which is act as a mouth as well as anus. In the complete digestive system, both the opening, that is mouth and the anus, both the openings are present. That is digestive system which starts from the mouth and ends into the anus, that is the complete digestive system. And in the human being, complete digestive system which is present. Now the second region, it is digestive glands. There are three digestive glands which is present into the human digestive system. The first one, it is salivary gland. The salivary gland which is present into the mouth. Then the next, it is liver. Liver, it is the largest gland which is present into the body. And the next one, it is pancreas. Okay, these are the three glands or the digestive glands which is present into the human body. These are the two major regions of digestive system. Now here, first part of the alimentary canal, it is mouth and the buccal cavity. Mouth, it is the opening of digestive system. There is a transverse slit-like opening which is guarded by a upper lip and lower lip. This opening, it is called as mouth. And due to the upper lip and lower lip and the cheeks, there is a formation of a one cavity, and this cavity, it is called as buccal cavity. It is also called as oral cavity or the buccopharyngeal cavity. Why it is called as buccopharyngeal cavity? Because this buccal cavity which is leads into a pharynx. Pharynx, it is the common passage for digestive and the respiratory tract. We will study it into the next point. Now here, in the buccal cavity, it comprises three main parts. There is a presence of three important structure, that is teeth, tongue and salivary gland. Structure of the tooth. It comprises two regions, crown and the root. The crown, it is the anterior region of the tooth, it is called as crown, and the root, which is the region which is fixed into the jawbone or the gum, it is called as root. Means the visible portion of the tooth, it is crown, and the non-visible portion of tooth, it is root, which is embedded into the jawbone. In the structure of tooth, there is a presence of a enamel. It is the covering, the outermost covering of the tooth, which is made up from calcium phosphate and the calcium carbonate. It is hardest substance of the body. Then beneath the enamel, there is a presence of a dentine. Dentine, which is made up from calcified connective tissue. And the function of the dentine, it gives proper shape to the teeth. There is one cavity which is present into the structure of tooth. It is called as pulp cavity, which is filled with the matrix, and this matrix, it is called as pulp. In the pulp cavity, there is a presence of blood vessels and the nerves. This pulp cavity, which is continue or which is emerges into the gum or the jawbone, and this continuation it is called as root canal. Now here one more important part, it is cementum. Cementum is present in socket of gum or the jawbone, and the function of the cementum it fixes the root of the teeth into the gum. It prevents the dislocation of the teeth. Human dentition. What is meant by dentition? Dentition means to study the structure, arrangement, number and functions of the teeth. It is called as dentition. Now in the human dentition it is the thicodont, diphyodont and heterodont. These are the three conditions of human dentition. What is meant by thicodont? Human dentition it's having a thicodont type of teeth. Means what? The thicodont means the root of the tooth which is fixed into the jawbone. They are not free. The root it is not a free which is fixed into the jawbone. That type of dentition it is called as thicodont. Then the second condition it is human dentition, it is diphyodont. Diphyodont means what? There is a presence of two sets of teeth in a single lifespan. That is, human being having a two sets of teeth. The first set of the teeth is milky teeth, and this milky teeth which is replaced by another one set, and the second set it is called as permanent teeth. Then the third condition it is human dentition, it is a heterodont type of dentition. Heterodont means what? Hetero means different. There are different teeth which is specialized for the different functions. There are four types of teeth which is present into the mouth cavity. There is incisor, canines, premolars and the molars. These are the four types of teeth are present into the mouth cavity. On the basis of their four types of teeth, the human being having a specialized dentine formula or the dental formula, it is I 2 by 2, then C 1 by 1, P 2 by 2 and M 3 by 3. That is, it is a dental formula for human dentition. All of you know that the human dentition or the buccal cavity of the human, it comprises or there is a presence of a total 32 teeth. This dental formula which denote the numbers and arrangement of the teeth in the jawbone. Now here is one more important point of the structure of tooth, that is, there is a presence of some different cells, specialized cells which is present into the structure of teeth: odontoblast, ameloblast, osteoblast and the fibroblast. These odontoblasts, these are the dentine forming cell. The ameloblast, these are enamel secreting cell. And the osteoblast, these are bone forming cells. And the fibroblast, these are white and yellow fiber forming cells. Next part of the buccal cavity is tongue. Tongue, it is a muscular fleshy organ which is present into the buccal cavity. It forms the floor of the buccal cavity. Tongue which forms the floor of the buccal cavity, and the palate which forms the roof of the buccal cavity. The palate which shows the two regions, hard palate and the soft palate. Then on the surface of the tongue there is a presence of a projections, some outgrowth which is arises on the surface of tongue, and these outgrowth or the projections are called as papillae. They are sensory receptors, that is, they are also called as taste buds. And the function of the tongue, it is taste, swallowing and speech. These are the functions of the tongue. One more important part of buccal cavity, it is salivary glands. There are three pairs of salivary glands which is present into the buccal cavity. The first pair it is called as parotid gland. The parotid gland which is present in front of the ear. Then second pair it is submandibular gland. It is also called as submaxillary gland. The second pair which is present below to the lower jaw. And then third pair of salivary gland, it is sublingual gland. It is present below to the tongue. The salivary glands which secrete a saliva. The saliva which helps into the digestion of starch. About 30% of starch which is digested into the mouth cavity. Then second function of the saliva it consists of a lysozyme. And this lysozyme it is a antibacterial enzyme which helps to kill the bacteria which is along with the food material.